The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are on a Victory Monday, everyone. This is Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com. Barry Church.
Yes, indeedy. What's
Cowboys
poppin',
undrafted free agent in the house.
Yes.
Joe Looney. Now
in
the house.
The cannon.
Former Dallas Cowboys free agent offensive lineman and the ultimate survivor himself, fresh out the jungles.
Yeah.
He is Danny McCray. Survivor is over now.
It is over.
Danny was a part of season 41. He didn't win. He got all the way into the top 6. Unfortunately, they stabbed our guy at the end.
Man, they got him, man. They got me.
They got me, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, man, I just need him to be the last Negro standing.
Well, I wasn't. I didn't even get that.
And Deshaun, I was like, how did Deshaun get up in here then? But
It made sense once you watched it though. They got one
surprised.
vote.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
So that's who you want to take to the end, the person that you think are not going to be able to get votes from the jury.
Yeah.
And he obviously upset a lot of people that were on the jury. So they made the right decision because they would let me up in there. As long as I wasn't sitting next to Ricard, I think I would have been able to compete for that dub. But
I thought Ricard was going to win it.
Yeah,
and then
So there's some political things that go into it.
Oh, absolutely. So as you vote, so throughout the whole show, you're working to vote other people out. And then at the end of the show, those people that you voted out are the people who are going to decide who they vote for to get the $1 million. So if you vote them out and you stab them in the back and you upset them, you're probably not going to get their vote.
They don't let Erica walk away with the meal.
Yeah.
Man.
So Danny is back, and you know what? Look, it's been a fantastic run. Team Danny Gear, we appreciate it, man. You represented very well. And I loved at the end when you did get voted off. You said back to Sean, go ahead and say it.
Go Cowboys. Nice.
Hold on, where's the wink at? Because
First of all,
the wink was in there. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah.
And first of all, wait, quick before we get on Cowboys.
Deshaun.
That was to Xander, not to Deshaun. Deshaun already knew. I had told Xander that I was more than the coach, but I didn't tell him exactly what it was. So when I got voted out, I just wanted to let him know at that point, oh, that's what it was. Deshaun already knew. So
Okay.
I loved it. Either way, I loved it.
Thank you.
Yes, it was good. I'm glad you explained it right there. By the way, it's a little breaking news happening right now. The Cleveland Browns will not have Baker Mayfield, so Nick Mullins is going to start. So Baker Mayfield and Case Keenum did not test out of COVID-19 protocols. So tonight's Raiders-Browns game, which is being played today,
I'm glad that's the early game.
Nick Mullins is going to start. You say that I got fantasy
Both your
implications on it,
quarterbacks
so I needed to be there. Gentlemen.
What's happening?
By the way, I'm Newy Scruggs. Let's jump into this Dallas Cowboys victory. They win 21-6. They now have 10 wins. It's a 10-win football team.
Mm-hmm.
I had them at 9. Okay, I had them at 9. You guys had them at 10.
I thought I had him at 11.
No, but you guys had them 10 plus.
Okay.
You guys had them more than me. You guys had them more than me because I was down on the defense, man.
So was I.
Start to see.
So was I.
Joke's on me, right? Joke's on me.
I was with you on that, though. I was with you.
What I found disturbing, and you all let me know, the fan base is moaning and groaning about a 21-6 win, and here are the Cowboys now the number 2 seed in the NFC.
How is that, though? Because aren't they got the same record as the Bucks? And the Bucks beat them, right?
Yeah, but we undefeated in the division.
Oh, so that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I just want to know your opinion. You guys played this game. You know what it is to win 10 football games and understand how hard it is to do.
I don't. But yeah,
I do.
I'm a max 8 guy.
Three times.
8 and 8, 8 and 8, 8 and 8, and then
the JG.
6 and 4 and 5.
Hold it high, bro. Three times, 10 plus win. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying.
Well, I'll let you go ahead and give us your opinion. you can join in for kicks. And
Okay, listen.
You join on in.
It's hard to do because I've never done it. But what I do know is when your defense is playing the way that it's playing, right, that's something that you can lean on. And nobody expected the defense to play this well. So when you start to see the offense play kind of below the 30-point range, you're like, oh, man, we in trouble. But as long as you have a defense and a running game and you can control the clock, you're going to be able to win. And that's what we're going to need to do. And I think we've been able to see that this game and hopefully moving forward. But that's the type of game that we need to play to get us over 10 wins. It's hard to win games in the league. Ask Tampa Bay. They go out there last night and they score 0 against the Saints. It's hard to win. So winning 10 games in the NFL is hard. So I don't understand the fans and I don't think we played as well. We won the game.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
What's up, Big Noon?
What's going on,
What's
guys?
going
I
on,
appreciate
Big
y'all
Loon?
having me on,
Big
man.
Loon, what's up?
Yeah, it is. For the fans, it's tough because they want to see the whole. The kind of the sex appeal to the game. They want to see the 40 points. We beat the crap out of them. They want to go to work the next day with the bragging rights, messing with their friends. To giving the Cowboys, everything they deserve. And I think you can't lose focus on a win. A win in the NFL,
Especially in December.
Yeah, especially in December. That is hard to do. And any game you win. I mean. As a former player, it's hard to go out there on Sundays. And I don't know what I'm a Florida boy. I don't know what the weather was like out there in New York. It looked a little chilly.
Yeah, it was brisk.
Anything under 40 to me, I'm putting. I know some of these offensive
Is that
linemen.
why you retired so quick?
Oh man, I tell you what, I was.
This ain't Dallas.
What the hell?
It must be cold.
It snows up here. Time out from the game. But yeah, anytime you get a win, you got to be happy with it. For the fans, sorry it wasn't a 42-point win, but 21-6, we'll take it. Put it in the W column.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that, Looney. I mean, a win in December is good. Whether it's, blowing them out by 40 or the defense is doing whatever it's doing, offense doing, you got to win in December towards the end of the season so it counts as a dub. But I will say this, man. I can see where the fans are coming from a little bit because to me right now, this team looks like a first-round exit, a one and done. To me, I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like a one and done. And the defense is balling. Don't get me wrong. They're playing out of control right now, taking the football away. DeMarcus Lawrence is punching like Peanut Tillman did with Chicago. I mean, he's doing a great job. The secondary is taking the ball away. But I hark back to what I said last week. When we get to the playoffs, we're not going to be playing against Mike Glennon. We're not going to be playing against Taylor Heineke, Taysom Hill, Derek Carr.
Yeah, you are.
Who?
Yeah, you are.
Who we going to play? Who?
Right now, as the number 2 seed, you'd be facing Taysom Hill and the Saints.
The Saints is not going to make the playoffs. I'm going to tell you right now, the Saints ain't making the playoffs.
Okay.
They ain't making
So,
they ain't making the
all right,
playoffs.
so if the
They ain't
Saints,
making the
all
playoffs.
right, so if the Saints don't make the playoffs.
We win one game. We win a wild card game. Are we going to throw cookies in a parade about that?
You wanted to do that last year.
We're
You
not.
hey, we 7 games. Let me tell you this. Okay.
No. Let me finish first. Let me finish first before y'all try to pick stuff apart.
He mad.
Let me tell y'all.
He mad at the
we
fans.
not going. We're not going to be a one and done. If we beat Taysom Hill, let's just say we do beat Taysom Hill in the playoff. Is that a successful season for y'all? Is that y'all consider that a successful season?
No, but listen, this is why I don't think that's right. Because, so I bring up the Tampa Bay versus New Orleans game last night. If you defense travels, so the fact that we went on the road yesterday and beat New York in New York. And we had another stellar performance on defense. So it's not a fluke. We're not getting lucky. This 3 straight games with 4 turnovers.
Defense is balling.
So I'm saying, when as long as you can depend on that, right? The New Orleans Saints was able to depend on that against Tom Brady. They've been able to depend on that for the last 4 games against Tom Brady.
4 straight.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the game changes when you're able to lean on some other than, hey, we got to go out here and score every time. Just like when we played against Kansas City. Kansas City all of a sudden looks like a great team. We were shutting them down, and the defense was able to keep us in the game. So I think with the way we're playing now, and then Kellen Moore seeing that we should run the ball a little bit more to control the clock, I think that is the recipe for if your offense isn't playing as well, you can move through the playoffs with that type of play style.
Well, B, I think it's interesting, that you say, you talk about a successful season. And a successful season is holding the trophy up at the end of the year.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. I think for everybody around the league, whoever's strapping that helmet on, putting those pads on, a successful season is, being up there on that stage holding that Lombardi trophy. And, I think, I wore my full moon shirt, in honor of our defense. I don't know if it's the full moon or it's, it's like something they got off the water boy. What they putting in the water down there in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, say it again, man. Because the 4 turnovers, and I think what was the stat on 4th down for the Giants? I think they were 1 for 3 on 4th down. I mean, when you have games like that, and just like I said, I know everybody wants to see the 42 points, but would you be complaining if you won the Super Bowl 21-6?
Not at all. Not at all.
Amen. Church, I just merely wanted to come back and just let you know when you make the statement of, hey, we're not going to be facing, a Taysom Hill in the playoffs. Yeah, you are. I mean, that's what I'm let you know.
So it's in writing. So it's in writing that the Royal Saints are in the playoffs.
So right now, okay, and I'm just going to go ahead. Just looking at all I can do is look at today. Okay, statistically today. All right, the Cowboys are the number 2 seed. Green Bay would get the bye. So it would be Dallas against the Saints.
Okay.
All right. And if you say the Saints aren't going to make it, well, the next team after the Saints is Washington. Then it's Minnesota. These are all 3 teams. And then it's Philadelphia.
Then it comes back to, are we saying that win in the wild card is like, let's do it. That's great.
Okay, now you're moving the goalpost.
And I'm moving again. I'm moving again.
And I just let you know, right now, you are facing Taysom Hill, Taylor Heineke.
And if that's the goal, the goal, I'm all for it.
I didn't say that.
But that's not the goal.
Okay, but I'm just merely pointing out what you're saying is different. Now, you asked also about the Cowboys. How are they in the 2nd seed right now? It says they wins tiebreaker over Arizona and Tampa Bay based on win percentage in conference games. So that's where the Cowboys are sitting at right now.
I didn't realize
10-4,
conference overruled head-to-head. Like, I didn't, because I thought it was the other way around, but I guess now.
Here's what is amazing when you start to look at the conference record. Dallas is 8-1 in the conference. Green Bay's 8-2. Then the Bucks are 6-4. Arizona's 6-4. LA is 6-3. The Niners are 6-5. So very interesting to see exactly how the rest of this thing goes here. By the way, and this is why I was talking about the fan base. You mad? You want to look around the league? Tampa Bay. Not only did they lose to a team that the Cowboys beat, Tampa Bay now has lost Leonard Fournette for the next 1 or 2 weeks because he's got a hamstring injury.
That's going to be huge, too. He's not on the team in receptions right now.
And
oh, you hate to see it. You hate it.
Chris Godwin is going to miss the rest of the regular season with an MCL sprain. So that means they got to bring Antonio Brown back.
Business is booming, all right?
Not only is he coming back, he's coming back, and they're going to have to feed him.
Well, I mean, even with that, you look at a team like Green Bay. So they go out yesterday without Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, and they went by one. Because the man goes for 2 again. You know what I'm saying? So you this far from saying it's pretty because you had 31 points. But it wasn't the win that you thought it was going to be without Lamar Jackson. So when we say it's hard to win in the league, look at the Lions. Look at the Lions. Man, they go out there and stomp a hole in Arizona.
That's a big hole.
Yes.
So ask Arizona how hard it is to win a game of the league. They dropped the last 2.
They did.
So that's why I keep coming back to favorites. What you moaning and groaning about win the 6th game? I mean, folks are out here losing games. And then I go back to, so you're now talking about 3 straight December road wins for the Cowboys here. Okay, that's really impressive. People were moaning about the Saints game. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. Offense still is on. Saw what the Saints just did. I don't think it was appreciation for. I don't even think it was an appreciation for the New England victory. Rookie quarterback. Now you're sitting back, you look at how good the team is. So I just think just take these victories. You got 10 of them. Be happy. And give Mike McCarthy credit as a head coach for putting together, I think, a staff that was able to come through COVID, allowing Mike McCarthy being a head coach smart enough to, hey, Dan Quinn, go do what you do. Go get these guys in the right position here. I think he's run a really good year. He's not going to win Coach of the Year, but I think he's run a really good program in a challenging football year. And I just don't understand the fan base so bad.
Well, listen, and also if you start looking at some of the losses that we have and looking at the way the defenses that those teams brought into that game, it's actually looking, it's like, man, the offense not playing well. These defenses that we've played have been outstanding. Look at the New Orleans game, how close the game was. It was like, man, this New Orleans with Taysom Hill. Man, they go out there and give Tom Brady 0. They say he ain't been shut out since like 2006.
15 years.
Think about Denver's defense. Denver has a defense that can match up with anyone. All of a sudden, Kansas City's defense is looking like a top 5 defense because they've been rolling ever since we played them. So it's not – our offense needs to play better. But we haven't been playing against, the low-level defensive teams. All right, we played against some talent and some defensive coordinators who've been able to bring the pain against us. And for some of those teams, we've got dubs. But I think that's going to be a learning experience for Kellen Moore. And hopefully, when we get to the playoffs, we'll have a recipe for success against those teams.
All right. By the way, Smoothie King is now a sponsor.
Okay. What y'all get? I got the
official Dallas Cowboys smoothie partner.
Gladiator.
I got the immune. Okay. Need the immune right out.
There it is.
You got the immunity.
The weather's changing. Yeah, get you a little immunity.
So Joe's sipping on the immunity builder over there, mixed berry. That's got more than 900% of your daily vitamin C with no artificial flavors or preservatives.
I like what you're doing right there, big dog.
The Gladiator strawberry. That's what Danny and I are kicking here. This one has 45 grams of protein.
Big dog.
It's 45. Oh. Yeah. So
Smoothie King for the win.
It's about to do some push-ups.
Loaded, and also
work out here, baby.
The sugar grams are, I think, just 4.
So it's low.
So
low
it's
on the sugar
right,
intake,
it's low.
man.
So that's what you got the angel food. So
yeah.
That's got a little strawberry and something else in it.
He almost done with that thing too. Goodness.
That thing, hey, when you're hustling to get in, man.
That a large? Man,
hey, gotta get my,
put it down.
Gotta get my nutrients in, man. I gotta get my nutrients in, man. That's what it is. No breakfast. Yeah. No breakfast.
Okay, let's take a break so the church can finish his smoothie. And when we come back, let's dive into the quarterback, Dak Prescott, in his day with the Giants. Joe Looney in the house with us today, along with Danny McCray, Barry Church.
He did it. He got it correct, man. Let's go.
DallasCowboys.com rating.
You see, he was like this.
Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it, they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
Back to the Players Lounge.
This holiday season, visit the Star to get your photo with Santa, presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be at his Cowboys-themed cottage and the Star District. Now, that's across from Ascension on Star Boulevard over here. Now, he's gonna be there through Christmas Eve. So for more information, book your photo. Visit thestardistrict.com/Santa.
Is that because he got to deliver gifts on Christmas Eve that night? That's why he's not going to be there?
He getting busy, man.
Yeah,
that's why, man.
Through December 24th, so you can get to see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that night he get off early.
He got the
Are they still lighting the tree over there?
No.
On Friday? Oh, that's done?
That's over.
That's the last one.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to the show.
Oh, man.
We told you when it ended, church.
They tried to get the church family booked. And he was like, I booked the
business. They said, can you go down here for free? I said, nah, man. Nah, man. Can't do it.
Witten didn't come in there for free. free.
Yeah. You paying Whitney, you paying me. I don't give a damn.
Whitney need to come up in there for free, so.
I lit the tree. I'm sorry.
You lit the tree, Looney?
I'm sorry. I lit the tree.
Hey, Looney came in here and got all the bags.
He did.
He got all
That's
the bags.
who took all the bags. Like, Looney that came in. I seen him on commercials. He's walking over here. I mean, he's sponsored by everybody now.
Everybody.
Looney. He's doing it. He's doing it, man.
Like I said, Joe Looney ain't coming here for free either.
Exactly.
I'm not mad at you. So I went on the flight I took the American Airlines flight to Kansas City last month for the game. And at the gate, there's Darren Woodson. I sent you the photo. Darren Woodson.
No, yeah. Got his jersey on and everything.
And this, it wasn't quite noon, but he had to be there early, because you got to go check. And I looked at him and I said, "Boy, they paying you good, ain't they?" A Saturday morning, they had to get me off the couch. Say no more, Woody. Say no more. So there are truly benefits for being a Dallas Cowboys former football player.
Without a doubt.
If you play it right, man. If you play it right.
Jacksonville ain't doing this, but
Jab, jab, jab. I mean, Shah Khan gave you a bag, man. You can't.
He gave me it for my services.
You cannot ask.
It ain't like he just gave you the bag out of the goodness of his heart. It was, hey, my
He
services.
gave you the bag because the Cowboys didn't want to give you a bag.
This is true.
All right, so let's not leave that out.
Business.
It's all for services, though. We ain't act like I just went down there and sat on the sidelines.
Unlike Urban,
I was in there.
Meyer,
Unlike Urban.
He's going to give you the whole bag.
Are they going to pay Urban?
No, they're not paying that man.
You don't think so?
They already they fired him for cause. They're not trying to pay him nothing.
Yeah, hate.
Nothing.
Not really. Exactly. Boy started off horrible. We gonna get on Urban Meyer, but he started off horrible.
At some point in time, what's going to be interesting, and you guys know this better than me. What all haven't they put out there that's happened?
All these players with all these podcasts, I can guarantee you it's just gonna start leaking out right after the season over with. Dudes gonna go on there. They're gonna be on Orlando podcast, so they're gonna be talking to Shannon.
Let me tell you what he did. He on this day, they gonna get after him.
This is how I was cursed out.
What had happened was
right. So you just got a taste of the kicker, okay? So the kicker just
Lambo,
because that happened during the summer. So he just put his version out there. So yeah, now that the man is gone, I'm expecting to hear more versions, or if they have to go to mediation or discovery, that there'll be some things out there. So
he probably got some emails too. He
in the water. When them coming out? When them 650,000 emails from Washington coming out?
He probably nervous. He like, no discovery, no nothing. Let's just cut it.
Burn them right now.
After the girl in the bar, we had several emails of people saying they was in the bar with you too. So there's a whole bunch of things that
Coach, what are we doing?
What are we doing out here?
A whole bunch there. Cowboys win 21-6. They defeat the Giants up there at MetLife Stadium. Cowboys have now won 9 of the last 10 meetings against the Giants. That's why you decided to hang it up, Joe. I understand. You didn't want to take that loss. But your boy, you got to give Jalen. Jalen was there.
He swiped.
He had a couple good hits out there. He had a couple good ones out there.
Jalen Smith he got a paycheck for the day, so good for him.
Hey, you never gonna pass up an opportunity.
What'd I say?
Bag received.
You think you're gonna be on the team next week?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
COVID is running crazy, so he might be.
Okay, so I say that a lot of times, all right, you facing that team and you've seen it, they go bring a guy in.
It happened multiple times here.
Your boy Garrett Gilbert just got picked up by Washington.
Yeah, Double G. We better not. I'll tell you right now. They better hope they don't see Double G next week. I'm telling you right now.
Double G's going to get my dinner from you about the top 10 defense.
All right, go ahead, let Double G go out there.
Double G could play. He could play this week, depending on, because you saw what happened to Cleveland, that you saw the two quarterbacks, Keenum and Mayfield, did not clear COVID protocol. So you've got their third guy.
Nick Mullins.
Mullins is out there starting. So that could be Garrett Gilbert, and Ron Washington talked about it.
Hey,
Ron Rivera, sorry.
He all over
Ron Rivera of Washington.
I see what happened on Ron Washington. Okay, I got you. Okay,
so Ron Rivera of
Washington. What's in the Gladiator?
This is why I don't do shows early in the morning. Okay, this is why I don't do
some
shows
extra
early.
nutrients in there.
So anyway, Dak Prescott. Okay. Dak Prescott, 28 of 37, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. Quarterback rating is 71.6. So, gentlemen, he said he wasn't in a slump. He said he's 100% healthy. Your thoughts on the play of one
Young Dakota Rain Prescott.
Rain Dakota.
His full
Rain
government
Dakota.
name.
That's what it's. Rain Dakota.
Rain.
Oh, my bad.
He's trying to get you back.
See, all that? Go ahead, slip your calculator back. Go ahead, slip your calculator. No, but I think Dak played better than he's had these past couple weeks. He looked like he had a little bit more presence out there, a little bit more connection with those receivers. There was a lot of drops, though. If we look at his CD, I think he had, 3-4 drops out there. So, to me, as far as Dak putting the ball where it needs to be, I think he did a pretty good job at that. But overall, it's just I don't know what it is because I didn't play the quarterback position, but it's just something that's a little bit off. Like on that strip sack we saw when CD had the block, he stepped up a little bit. You would have thought he knew he didn't have that much time to kind of reload and go ahead and chunk it deep. But just didn't have that awareness around him. And we're used to seeing Dak have great pocket presence, great awareness, doesn't put the ball in harm's way. But this is multiple games now where he's turning the football over, whether it's interception or fumbling the ball. And I'm not quite sure what it is, but he's just not – I don't know what word to describe it, but he's just not what we've seen in the past. And hopefully he's able to regain that as the weeks go on. But I do feel like overall he has played better than he did the previous, 5 or 6 games.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, you look at the quarterback position, and I've always, tried to break it down at every level. If there's no turnovers in that column, you're looking good. You're giving your team a chance to win.
Yep.
And we all know Dak's a good quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
You're going to give this man credit. He is a good quarterback in this league. But I think as you move from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, these games start to mean a little more. And one of the things I saw, as a player, I've always tried to keep the pressure down, keep the tensions level down. But as you go to these games that matter more and more, you kind of see the tension of the team start to build up. And I think it's something you gotta you can't go out there scared to make a mistake. Yeah, is what I've always thought as a player. Because if you go out there scared to make a mistake, 10 times out of 10 you're gonna mess up and you're gonna make yourself look crazy out there. So I think one of the things that Dak needs to do, and the whole team, honestly, just needs to remind themselves is like, hey, we're a good football team. Mm-hmm. We're here for a reason, and let's just play with the kid spirit we started with, in September, and everything will be all right. Just calm down, go out there, and do what you need to do.
I know who your coach was.
Yeah.
That's Jason Garrett, right?
Yeah, 100%.
See, one day I'm trying to get into coaching one day, so what would I tell my quarterback?
What would I tell my quarterback?
Listen here, son. What would you call your coach? Son, kid?
I go son.
Listen here, son.
Call him by his number. He gonna slap y'all.
He just waiting to say. He just waiting to say something.
Okay. Look, this is what I will say about Dak. Okay, I think that at the beginning of the season, I don't know if subconscious or not, if he's aware of it, but I think at the beginning of the season, the offense knew that they believed that they had to carry this team. They believed that they had to score 30+ in order for us to be a successful team. And then you start seeing the defense roll, and you like, man, I got a chance to take some other shots, to be a little bit more risky with the ball, because I believe that my defense can get us these stops and still keep us in the game. And then all of a sudden, that started snowballing a little bit. He started taking a little bit more risk. We've seen some receivers drop some passes, and the defense has have been able to keep us in the game. So I think you've seen kind of like a lackadaisical type of approach from some of these guys, because CeeDee Lamb, you're number 1B receiver, whatever you want to call him, shouldn't be out there dropping those type of balls. Even when we had that game where Tony Pollard was dropping balls and Amari Cooper had dropped the pass, you just see kind of lack of concentration from the offensive side. And I think at the middle of the season, that's a good time to do that. The end of the season, it's time for Dak to catch fire and start playing a little bit better. And I like the way that we were able to run the ball. I think we ran about 28 times.
30.
We ran about
20, yes.
We ran about 28 times, and we controlled the game. We didn't put it in Dak's hands and make him have to score 30 or 40. Defense played just how they were supposed to play. Give them extra possessions, hit the field goals when you need them, and just continue to extend the score. And I think that is our recipe for winning. We do not need to have Dak out there throwing the ball 50 times in order for us to win. I think this is the way to do it. So I think he's coming out of the slump. I think the end of the season is going to pay dividends for us. We played against New York. We got Washington coming up with possible double G. And then we'll have that real test against Arizona. And I think Dak will show up for that game, how he played at the beginning of the season.
It's going to be a big one.
Do you guys think, because I'm all about highlight plays. You love seeing it. It looks good. It's great to see it on ESPN. But at what point do you think it's the outside world, affecting your thoughts on it? Like, man, I gotta throw this ball so I can get the highlight. At what point do you just, say, hey, look, I'm taking what this defense gives me. I know it might not be pretty, but, we were talking about the fans earlier. Y'all just gonna have to enjoy the game.
Beat Tom Brady.
Exactly. I think that's a progression you're gonna have to go through, because as we see the Tom Brady's of the world, he's patient. He takes that little 5-yard, that little 3-yard dump off. Let his playmakers make plays in space. And I think the same thing that Dak's going through, we've seen earlier from Mahomes. Mahomes was pressing. Yeah. I gotta make this long throw. I gotta continue to be this elite quarterback to show him that I have all the arm strength in the world. But as he realized as the season going on, he's like, hey man, just dump it off to these guys here and there. I don't have to throw for 330 yards each and every game. So I think Mahomes went through that progression, and maybe, I'm not sure 100% on it, but maybe Dak's going through that same progression as well, where he's trying to push and realize that he doesn't have to be all this offense needs.
Joe, what are you seeing? Because you played with Dak. You also played some center, so you know him very well. What are you seeing right now?
Well, just like I said earlier, I think he's putting too much pressure on himself.
Okay.
I really do. I think he's putting too much pressure on himself to make these kind of plays. And I think, just taking it back to the human level, these emotions that you get during a game, when you throw a big pass down the field, you hear the roar of the crowd, that becomes addicting now. As a player, you love to hear that. I mean, it's something that just it ignites you on a different level as a player. But knowing Dak and knowing how hard he works, I think he's going to be just fine. This man comes to work every day with a determination like no other. And I've always said this, even when, we were teammates, if Dak Prescott's on that field, he's giving you a chance to win a football game.
Absolutely.
He is giving you a chance to win a football game. And, my advice to him would be what I just said. Find that kid spirit again that you were playing with earlier in the year. Don't put that much pressure on yourself. The outside world's already going to do it to you. Fans are going to do it to you. The coaches are definitely going to do it to you. Just go out there and have fun, man. Have fun, throw the ball, let the chips fall where they fall.
Who should he throw it to? Who's the number one guy he should be throwing the ball to?
Man, I tell you what, after watching yesterday's game, it's Dalton Schultz.
That was good.
He was 8 for 8 on his target.
That's your get out of jail free card.
That was good.
But I got to say, though, as an offensive lineman, it hurt me yesterday. Because I did see, it looked like that play design down at the goal line.
I know you're the one, yeah.
I'm just saying. He
big
had
man
the
in the
route.
end zone?
He had the route. And I'm being selfish. I wish Connor could have caught that ball for us big guys.
Yeah. Would he have celebrated? Would he have done something crazy?
I definitely think he would have done something.
All right.
He's got that Penn State mentality.
You got to do something out there with it.
He plays a lot of video games.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. A Fortnite dance or something.
The interesting thing, and I understand the criticism locally for Dak, because it's just playing for the Cowboys. Okay, there's this high standard of Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, and people just want that. But he's not the only quarterback in this league right now that's here in December that you're saying, boy, this is not the guy I thought. We were talking once about Dak in the MVP conversation. Kyler Murray was in that conversation too.
Same thing, yeah.
They got drilled up there against Detroit. Kyler was 23 of 41, 257, 1 touchdown, and a pick. The week before against the Rams, he put up some numbers, but he had 2 picks, and they lost that game. Brady yesterday, I mean, no points.
No, blanked out.
At home.
Blanked out.
To the Saints and a team that was, quarterbacked by Taysom Hill. So I bring this up to say, winning is hard, and it's December, and it's a challenge. So I think I personally, and this is just me right now, I just think we spend so much time wanting this to be college football when it is not college football.
Yeah.
Teams, it's not a straight line that you're just going to play with. It's not a straight line. It is here. It's there. Whenever you watch America's game. On NFL Network, and you see the team that wins the Super Bowl. Nobody just goes 16-0 and runs. It's peaks and valleys, and you're like, man, it doesn't look good, and it's a struggle. that's what this journey is of football. And I just think fans want it to be college, and it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not Alabama. Yeah. It's not that way. Things happen. This is hard. I mean, 21-6, man. Take it. Shut up.
It's
Take
December.
it. Get ready for Washington. Day after Christmas. Then get ready to see what you can do against Arizona.
Do y'all think the huge payday that has any pressure, added pressure on this guy?
No way.
For who? For which one? Because one of our $20 million man showed up since they've been back playing.
Yes.
And then we had an away game yesterday, so we know, that was going to be rough for another one. And then I think Dak is doing okay.
There you go, man.
How many stabs you want on people?
I think Dak is doing okay. I'm going to say this again. I am really trying to figure out why we do not utilize my man Amari. How other teams utilize their number one guy. I just don't I just really want to see it. Hey man, we're gonna line up 3-by-1 because we know on the backside we're gonna get man-to-man coverage, and we're gonna say, hey man, you beat this guy. I just don't. In certain situations where you gotta have it, I will never understand, because he is one of the best route runners in the NFL. Yeah. So I do not understand how you don't say, hey man, it's 4th and 2 or it's 4th and 3, 4th and whatever. We lining up 3-by-1 with the back over there. We're taking everybody over, right? We got 4 receivers that way because we know it's going to force that defense to be in one-on-one on the backside. And that one-on-one is Amari Cooper. And let him do what he does. I'm never going to understand it. So I need to see it.
What, 2 for 15 or 2 for 20?
Yeah, he had 5 targets.
Man.
Let's take a break. When we come back, let's dive into the coordinator, because he was catching it on social media yesterday. Kellen Moore was catching it on social media. So let's dive into that. Barry Church, Joe Looney, Danny McCray. I'm Newey Scruggs. Home run by Hotels.com as we are drinking these Smoothie King smoothies today.
Bottomless.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
At Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching Grandma how to video call and teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Give the gift to the Cowboys this season with a Dallas Cowboys United membership presented by Globe Life. It's the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate Cowboys fan. Membership start at just $20 and include an exclusive fan pack and VIP member experiences. 'Tis the season. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United to get yours today. You are the Players Lounge. This is a show about the players. And the players are Barry Church.
Yes, sir.
Joe Looney, who was drafted.
Hey.
The ultimate survivor, Danny McCray. I am merely Newey Scruggs.
Emmy Award winning. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you, Looney.
Check the sponsor on the hat.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that.
I ain't gonna lie. The chicken was fire too.
Yeah?
I wouldn't
Where's
know.
that spot at?
You know what, Joe? Danny, I can make a call. You like the church?
Yeah, I thought it was delicious.
Chris Bean was good. So,
Joe, we've been on the show together for going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years now.
This man was when I'm out, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got some hot chicken coming in." I said, "What? You got hot chicken today?"
Man, come on, family.
I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't want no hot chicken. It's okay."
General fried chicken.
I got
Undercover brother.
It's butt kicking.
So, Palmer calls, and he wanted to do it the week you were out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no. And then he kept like texting, like, yo, hey man, I'm ready. I got this. And it's like, okay, man. I couldn't keep pushing him off.
He gonna run out of chicken.
I couldn't
chicken
keep
out of chicken. I got chicken this week, but I don't got chicken next week.
Well, we went into next week, and you're still not here. So at a certain point in time, why do I have to deny Barry and Chris Bean?
Thank you. I needed it too. I needed it. I was hungry, man. I'm telling you.
The funny thing is, he's gonna bring it tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah. I got camps tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll be working off site.
Hey man,
I ain't gonna forget this. You New York City.
They got you in the
New York
cooker
City
right now,
one.
man. They got you in the
New
cooker.
York City two.
Joe,
I'm not gonna forget this.
Joe,
If Joe gets some chicken before me, we gonna have a problem.
The name Jangalang.
I don't know,
Survivor up here in the studio.
I don't know.
My chicken.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a fire in this thing.
Community challenge.
Gotta go back to that primal state.
Hey, Danny knows how to vote someone off.
You have
Oh, man, I'll tell you what now.
Shout out to CB, man. That was good. I see you. I like when you did that.
Joe, I didn't understand that not getting a black man some chicken causes kind of friction.
Hey, I
This
tell you what.
this type of anger.
Oh, you knew it.
You knew it.
You knew it. What you just said. You knew it. You already know.
Hey, y'all
And
know
then my
I'm black and white, so half of me is going crazy right now. This fried chicken.
All I know
Then my
is
man sent them pictures. He sent them pictures. I'm like, oh man, it was. I mean, I'll say that it was good. It was good.
Look at him. We know the chicken was good, bro.
the collard greens and the cheese grits. They made it. It came through from
Now
the
he's just- now he's
This
just
the type of guy. I just want you to know the type of guy you're dealing with. Okay.
Hey, man.
Better watch your back.
I took care of the team.
Appreciate you.
You didn't. I'm part of the team.
I appreciate you.
This is what happenens when people injure. See, that's why the injured players, that's how they be feeling like they not a part of the squad no more. That's why. Because the people, that's a head coach. That's why head coach left his player out of the, don't come in this meeting.
No, he's injured reserve.
Go home.
You was like they were working on the core in Chicago, so you was doing your thing, man. I can't starve everybody else because you out here injured and hurt.
Man.
I mean, we got to move on. As Jimmy Johnson said, you got to go to the asthma field. You over here.
What's the next topic? I ain't getting no
Next topic. That's your boy, Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator. It's been a struggle, man. 2 of 5 in the red zone. And that is more concerning to me about the playoffs than who's the quarterback they're going to face. You cannot go into the playoffs kicking field goals, trying to get at it. Now, your defense is saving you. But at some point in time, you're going to have to be better than this. And I thought that this was the opportunity against the Giants to get right in this area. They did not get right.
Exactly. And the red zone ain't the only thing. On third down, this team is struggling. I mean, the last 3 games, if we don't count this New York game, the last 3 games, this team has been 12 of 44 on third down. That's 27% on the money down. You're not going to win games against good or playoff teams if you're putting up numbers like that in the red zone and on third down. Now, we did run the football a little bit better. I feel like, Zeke and Pollard, that combination did a good job. But to me, offensively, we got to find some type of rhythm, something to extend the drive a little bit, just to get your defense a little bit of rest over there. Now, the defense did a great job of creating short fields for the offense yesterday, and hopefully that can continue. But to me, we got to find some type of chemistry with this offense going forward.
Right. I think just like we spoke about earlier, you gotta utilize all your players.
Yeah.
You can't have just one bag to go to. You gotta find a way to get your best players in a one-on-one situation, and as a coach, you got to be able to rely on players and be like, hey, look, it's on you. You got to go beat this guy, and then, as a coach, you put your player in that situation. I'm a firm believer. Coaches got to call plays and players got to go make plays. Yeah. So when you put your guys in that situation, they got to go make the play, but you got to give them the opportunity first.
Yeah.
And, I think we live in this day and age on offense where everything has to be cute. We have to play this cute football game.
I gotta show you that I can get them open, right?
Yeah.
My scheme did it. My scheme did it.
And it's like, no, send your best player out there. It's kind of like, who is that? What's the movie Troy? When Achilles fought Hector, you send your best guy out there.
Yeah.
Go win this matchup, and you gotta trust your guys to do that. And I think when as a player, you tell me you're gonna put me in that situation, you're gonna highlight me. I think it gives you that that confidence. You put your shoulder back. It's like, all right, yeah, coach is feeling me. Coach trusts me. So I'm gonna go out here and win this thing. So I think it definitely comes on it's a player and coach bond that you gotta get that connection, especially going into the playoffs. You gotta have it.
Well, you gotta think about it this way. You gotta sorry to be on Amari Cooper again, but he comes into the season and says, "Hey, I want to show people that I'm the number one guy."
He did.
Give him the opportunity to do that, right? Like you said, who's our top? If you're scheming against us, right, on defense, and we get into the red zone, who are you scheming against? Like what? Yeah. Like are you saying, "Hey man, we got to stop this guy or that guy"? This who? We don't have an identity in the red zone, right? You should have to focus on one of these people because we should have a guy like Adam Thielen, a guy like Devontae. Somebody's like, hey, man, when that dude get in the red zone, he's a monster. Yeah. We haven't done that. The perfect thing to do would be sit in the room with Dan Quinn, right? Because if you look on our defense, Dan Quinn gives his players an opportunity to get in one-on-ones and say, you go beat this guy. Right. And I think that's the difference between our offense and our defense at this moment. Hey, man, Dan Quinn said, hey, you go out there, my defense, my guys are better than yours. And we're going to put them in a situation where it doesn't have to be trick and dick you all around. It's literally going to be, I'm going to create one-on-ones and see if Michael Parsons can beat you, if D-Law can beat you. Let's do that on offense. Let's figure out a way to say, hey, man, if it's going to be CeeDee Lamb, he's going to catch the fade routes. If it's going to be Amari Cooper, he's going to do one-on-one. He's going to run the back shoulder. He's going to run the slants. Let's figure out a way to get that type of stuff done versus, hey, man, all right, we're going to run, I don't want to get into route concepts, but we're going to run this specific concept every time we get into the red zone, and the teams are like, all right, run it.
Exactly what's going to happen, right?
Run it.
And I think, too, looking at, from you got your call sheet. You look at early on in the season, man, you calling these screens. You're not just, handing the ball off to Zeke. You got to get all your players involved. And as an offensive lineman, I loved doing screens because it was a way to highlight our athletic ability.
Yeah,
because we're skilled players just trapped in a big body.
Hey, I respect
found the refrigerator earlier when I was a kid. That's why I wasn't under that. Licking my fingers, take a sack. But yeah, I think you get in the red zone, and we all know the field's condensed. You don't have enough. You don't have all the room to work, but it is a time to you include everybody. You do whatever you have to do to get that ball across that goal line.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
One-on-ones, man. Create them. Make them defend them. One-on-ones.
As we get ready to wrap here, we didn't spend a lot of time on the defense. We'll dive more of it tomorrow. But what a sensational, from the front to the back, effort one more time by the Dallas Cowboys.
All three levels.
Danny's raising his
top
fingers.
10s. We on our way.
Visually,
on our way.
Visually, yes.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. Whatever you want to say, okay? Them stats are going to continue to come out week in, week out. And before you know it, after we finish with your man Double G.
Here we go.
Man got 4 turnovers again yesterday.
I'll tell you
what. 4.
4. And
go ahead.
I won't be here, so just do it. Go ahead.
By the end of the night, Cowboys could be NFC East champs.
They could be. I gotta give a shout out one real quick to the special teams. The punter. What's his name? Brian Anger. That man is balling right now. Did you see yesterday? He put 5 punts or 4 punts within the 10. Like, he gave these guys, his defense, unbelievable starting field position the entire game. And he's been doing that all season long. I mean, I just think he's been under the radar, and that guy's been playing a heck of a season so far.
You got Neville Gallimore. Oh, my goodness. Listen, when you talked about playing the run and the effect that this guy was going to have when he came back, he is doing his thing.
Monster.
And then you don't even have Odigizua in there.
Yeah,
right?
He was out.
Yeah, wait till you're full strength. The vision that I have for how good this defense can be is something that can really take us deep into the playoffs. You get 4 turnovers. This is 3 games straight, bro. 4 turnovers. It's not easy to do. And we went through so many years of not being able to get a turnover.
Exactly. And on that interior D-line, they got a 4-man rotation. Like, you got Neville Gallimore, you got Carlos Watkins, who was playing well. Then you got, Odighi Zua and Tristan Hilder, who didn't even play yesterday.
It's tough
that
on
4-man rotation. I mean, it's going to be tough. You can
tough
speak to it. I mean, it's whew. It's
but
gonna
I
be
think
rough.
something too, I played a little defense in high school, but something I saw yesterday is you break the game down to its simplest forms, and the way these guys run to the football. I mean, they get after it. You always hear as a player, good things happen when you're around the football, and I mean, you can clearly see it with the turnovers, the batted balls in the air. You can clearly see it, man. These guys are running to the football, man. They are playing with an effort that is just it's unmatched. And as an offense, man, if you don't come in and match that effort, it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, it will.
And I'm a big fan. I loving basketball. When she's sitting up there, holding her hand up. It's like, look, offense sells tickets. Defense wins games.
They have a tone setter at every level of the defense.
Yeah.
Literally a tone setter. You have a Michael Parsons at the linebacker level. You got Tank and Randy, on the defensive line, and then you go back there and curse. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then if you want to go just break it down to the cornerbacks, Jordan Lewis is your tone setter for this is how we're going to play. This is how physical we're going to be. This is how we're going to run to the ball. This type of plays we're going to make. You have a tone setter at every level of the defense. I think that's why you see guys hustling to the ball because they have somebody that they have to be accountable to. Like you got to play like that guy.
Yeah.
So shout out to
poison is an offense.
All right, so Danny McCray is going to be doing camps the next 2 days. So he will be out. Kids, bring your Survivor gear, get the Team Danny t-shirts.
Get that signature, man.
Danny's available. Aren't you? What's kind of app are you on now?
Oh, Cameo? Oh, man. Look, I can't.
What's up with that, man?
Man, I'm on that Cameo, man. I don't even have enough time for all these. I got 20 right now. I got 20 videos
you
I
have
got to make.
It's like a 2 or 3 minute convo or something?
Yeah, you just, you put what you want, a birthday shout out, anniversary shout out, whatever it is, however much information you want in there. I'll, get on there. Do my little spiel, send it to you, and then you can show it to whoever you want to for Christmas or birthdays.
Hey,
and Survivor. Goodness, I thought Cowboys was something. I'm looking at Survivor. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. I love y'all.
Bob, happy birthday to you.
Yes.
The ultimate Survivor.
But it's super fun, man. I've been having some good conversations with some people on Cameo, so shout out to them.
So people been sitting there paying Danny just to say hi to him. Okay. That's good.
The more you can do.
Yeah.
Got to be versatile.
America, baby. This is why you come to America. All right, hey, Joe Looney, you going to come back tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, I'll be here. Sign me up.
Are we at 10 tomorrow?
And I think that, Palmer's Chicken is bringing us some chicken.
No.
Not at Danny's house.
It's at it's at 10 o'clock, but I won't be here. But if I see some chicken for breakfast, I'm gonna be upset. They got chicken and waffles tomorrow.
Chicken and waffles. Good idea, by the way.
That is a good idea,
as a matter of fact, Brother Will said you forgot about him too. So he was here.
Brother Will, man.
Yeah, listen, he told me, you forgot about more than just me.
Shout out to Brother Will, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. So I'll let the man know.
Tell Palmer he needs some more plates.
Hey, this Smoothie King is truly bottomless, man.
All right,
like one of them kids that got them imaginary kitchens, don't have nothing in the cup.
45 grams of protein, low sugar.
Yeah.
Joe Looney, Danny McCray, Barry Church, Newish. No,
I ain't gonna let that slide. You definitely messed up, man. I can't believe this dude, man.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!